Okay, so here's all of the bulbs laid out. I don't think I'm going to pot them up today. I'll probably do that tomorrow, but the box said to immediately take them out. So this is what's called a number 2 bulb. It's a small bulb, and this is the only kind that I got last year, and they did great, but I did want to try out number 1 bulbs, which are larger. And so some of them, this one broke off a little bit, but that will be perfectly fine. But you can tell how much bigger these number 2 bulbs are from these ones. These ones are like perfectly round, whereas these ones obviously have more tubers, a larger root system, and they're supposed to create a fuller plant. So I got number 1s in the Limelight, which is like a green one, Carolyn Wharton, which I think has red in it, and then Fantasy, I think, is a pink or green petite one. I'll have to double check, but this is what I've got. So this is roughly 30, but this one actually has like 13 in it. 1, 2, 3, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. This one is 12. So yeah, I got more in these larger ones, but I got exactly 10 in the smaller ones. Will be totally fine. So I'm going to take these inside with me just for tonight, and then I'll pot them up, or I'll go ahead and plant them out. It just depends on the weather we're going to get. Hi everyone, so I am sitting down to pot up my caladiums, or pre-sprout my caladiums. Caladiums cannot go into the ground, or should not go into the ground, until your soil and nights are consistently about 65 degrees. And it is not that at night right now. It is in the 50s at night, which is totally great, but we're not at 60s consistently yet. And so what I do is I pre-do my caladiums the same way, similarly to how I actually did my dahlias for the first time and how I do my elephant ears. Now caladiums are starting to show up in the stores, and that is my clue to like, okay, get on it. And so I ordered 3 different kinds, and I ordered 2 different sizes. I ordered from Florida Boys Caladiums. This is the second time that I've ordered from them, and I had amazing luck last year, and so I was like, yeah, let me do that again this year. Now I ordered 2 different sizes of bulbs. I got number 1 and number 2. So a number 2 bulb is smaller, and I got this in the Limelight, and then a number 1 bulb is bigger, and you can tell the size there. And caladium bulbs are also kind of weird. They've got a lot of funkiness to them, which is totally fine. And my color code is that my Limelights are going to get a green tag. My Carolyn Wharton, it's a pink one. It's going to get a red tag. And then my Fantasy, I believe, are going to get the white tag, and they're like a whiter one. And so I am sitting on the edge of my porch because why not? It's where I have a lot of other stuff randomly around here. And so I've got my tub of soil in front of me and my bucket of pots. And so the thing for me to figure out is what size pot to use. Now, these bulbs will mostly fit in my little 2-inch squares. And honestly, that may be what I go with for these small ones, just because I know for sure the other ones will not fit in this size of a pot. The other thing is that they need 2 inches of soil on top of them. So you only put a little bit of soil in the bottom. And then you have to identify top and bottom. So bottom on these small ones is a little bit wrinkled and weird, and the top has little dots to it. And so that's kind of how I'll figure out which way to go. So you can see the bottom of this, it has wrinkles, and then the top has dots, and you lay it in like this. And then same, here's another one. This one still has roots on it, but this is the bottom, and then the top has a little dot. So I just set it in the little cup. I'm going to push it all the way down, and then I'm going to put soil on top of this. That's a little bit much soil. You only need a little bit of soil, and then I'm going to fill this all the way to the top, and I'm going to make sure that it's all the way in there, and I'm going to put a green tag in it. And so I'll know that these are the Limelights. And so I'm just going to keep scoop. This is the top. This is the bottom. I'm going to press down. I'm going to press down with my soil and add the green tag. So it's very easy. This Limelight one is like a greenish. It is green. It is not one that I got last year. And last year from this company, all of them came up. Now this year, I do have like a crack in this one. And I don't remember having a crack last year. So we'll have to see how that goes. I assume that it will be okay. And let me tell you, in South Carolina, the mosquitoes are here. So I'm already getting annoyed by that. So I'm going to do the Carolyn Wharton, and let's see if these will fit in this. So these are a bit more difficult for me because they are a bit more gnarly. So this is the gnarly side of this one. And then I think these are the upward growth points, little humps. Some companies will be like, oh, the white side's the top or the white side's the bottom. I'm just not sure. Okay, so you can see past growth points on the top of this one, which would mean that the whites are the bottoms. I know that this is definitely the top because these are all little growth nodes coming off of them, like on an elephant ear. And because what I can see here is that if I took off all these little extras, this would be the number 2 bulb that I bought in the other ones, is what it looks like. And I know that that is for sure a bottom. So that's what I'm going to go with. Okay. So I'm going to put, again, just a little bit of soil in the bottom. Not too much. I'm going to go down here. I'm going to press firmly. And top with soil. And then these are going to get a red insert in them like that. And then that really should be it for that one. Now this one did have a lot of like little pieces to it that like seemingly broke off in transport, which is fine. I mean, I got more than what I asked for, but I'm thinking like this is not a number 1 bulb, but I think this will produce something. So I'll probably throw them in and just see what happens. And I probably have soil up to here. I'm going to put it this way in. Okay. Topped it with soil. I'm going to take that big chunk of wood off. And red. And I mean, it is conveniently working out that I have 3 different color tags, and those are the 3 colors that I bought. Close enough. Okay, I think this is the top. I'm going to throw one of those little pieces in with this one on the edge. Let's just see what happens. Soil. And a red. So. But yeah, so I did this last year. It went generally well. They all came up. They did well. I will say the website says that the bigger the bulb does not mean that you get bigger leaves. It means you get a fuller plant. And I would agree because I got huge leaves last year. But I just got a few leaves, which was fine. I mean, they're still pretty. I obviously still ordered that same size again this year, but I did want to try the bigger size just to hopefully see if I could get something a bit fuller of a plant. And these will be going, I have a little shade garden right here under my camellia. So they'll go there. They'll go in the real shade garden that is underneath the big tree that I have. And I have a couple like shade pots, like the ones on my front porch. I'll put caladiums in those because those do well on the front porch. And then any extras I give away. But I thought these would be good colors to put together. Like a full green one, a one that's like a pink and a white. Well, the green one, the limelight actually has like pink dots on it, which I thought were really cool. And I also got designs of ones that you don't get those in the store. Like you're not going to go to Lowe's and find it. And that was the other thing, is that I wanted ones that I couldn't go out and buy, which is why you buy things like this anyways. Like, it's the same reason people order tulips and do all those big orders, is to get something that you can't get in the store. Now, and they sell different kinds of caladiums. So they have fancy leaf, which is what you can get usually online. I mean, usually in person at Lowe's and whatnot. And that's that traditional one. Okay. And then they have strappy leaf, which are the ones with like the curved edges. And then they even have the dwarf, which is, I got one dwarf variety, which means it like stays under a foot tall. And we'll see if it's actually dwarf or not. I think the fantasy is the dwarf, but I'm really not sure. Okay, so like this is a huge one right here. And I think it goes this way. Who knows? I mean, I'll find out if all of these come up or none of them come up, then I'll know for sure. But I think it'll be fine. So, how many is that? I'm at 8. And also prices. So the price for these is much better than the price of buying them. I will say that. I believe generally it ranges from $10 to $20 depending on the size that you get and how many you get. So I can say that. And then these are also the same style. These ones are in really good shape. These will be easy to do. Okay. So this one's obviously the bottom. This is the top with the notes. I'm going to press that in. And then I'm topping it, and I'm going to put a white tag in there. And I did them in these containers last year, so I know they do well in this style. Same here. This one's easy to see and figure out. I'm trying to push it down a little bit. $30 caladiums. Done. For $40-something. Crazy. So this really is the cost-effective route. And you get caladiums that otherwise you could not buy. Unless you've got like a local mom and pop shop, garden center that may pull in, a unique one. But again, most of them are going to have a red, a white, and a green, and they're going to call it. Which is why I love doing this. And I had really good luck with this company last year, so I'm sure I'll have no issues this year. So yeah, I will of course keep y'all updated. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.